Buckle up, your entire health routine might be built on myths. From your teeth betraying your hydration levels to wrinkle secrets hiding in your posture, this compilation unravels shocking truths about sleep, metabolism, and why that glass of water really matters, plus, how your brain's pulling the wool over your eyes. You've been told chewing gum cleans your teeth. But here's the truth. It only removes 25% of food particles. The myth started in the 1990s when companies claimed sugar-free gum could replace brushing. But real science tells a different story. A 2014 study from the American Dental Association found that brushing for just 2 minutes removes 99% of plaque. Chewing gum does help neutralize acids for up to 20 minutes, but it's not a substitute for proper oral hygiene. Here's the kicker. Sugar-free gum can actually trap bacteria between your teeth, making it less effective than just swishing with water. So next time, skip the gum and grab your toothbrush. Your teeth will thank you. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. You've probably been told to drink water only when you're thirsty. But here's the truth. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already dehydrated. This myth started because people assumed the body would signal when it needed water. But science shows otherwise. According to the National Institutes of Health, your body can lose up to 2 cups of water a day just from breathing and sweating, even if you're not exercising. And here's the kicker. Your brain starts signaling dehydration long before you feel thirsty. Thirst kicks in only after you've lost 3% of your body water. Experts from the Mayo Clinic recommend drinking 8 to 10 cups of water throughout the day, before you even feel thirsty. Staying ahead of your body's water needs keeps your energy high and your focus sharp. No midday crash required. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. You've probably been told to sleep on your back to avoid wrinkles. But here's the twist, it might be doing the opposite. This myth started because people thought gravity would flatten their face. But in reality, lying on your back pulls skin downward, deepening lines over time. A National Sleep Foundation study found that side sleeping can reduce facial creases by 30%. That's not just a hunch, it's science. 62% of participants in a dermatology study saw fewer wrinkles after switching to side sleeping, and their skin looked smoother in just weeks. Here's the real secret: sleeping with a silk pillowcase. It reduces friction 20 times more than cotton, meaning fewer creases and less drag on your skin. So next time you hit the hay, ditch the back sleeping, and maybe upgrade your pillowcase. Your face will thank you. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments, and don't forget to share with someone who sleeps on their back. Everyone says drinking water with meals dilutes your stomach acid and ruins digestion. They are wrong. This myth started in the 1980s from outdated theories about how the stomach works, but science has moved on. The human stomach produces about 3 tablespoons of acid with every meal, plenty to handle food and water. Drinking a 16-ounce glass of water during a meal only dilutes stomach contents by about 10%, and that doesn't slow digestion at all. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows this has no impact on digestion or nutrient absorption. It's perfectly fine. In fact, water helps break down food and supports the natural digestive process. It's not a problem at all. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. You're sweating it out at the gym, but drinking water might not be helping as much as you think. The human body can lose about 1.5 liters of water per hour during intense exercise. Drinking water alone can help replenish a significant portion of the fluids lost through sweat. Sodium levels may decrease during prolonged exercise, but the drop during a 30-minute workout is typically minimal and not necessarily 15%. Studies from the American College of Sports Medicine show that sports drinks with electrolytes prevent dehydration better than water alone during prolonged exercise. So next time you hit the gym, consider whether water or a sports drink is more appropriate based on your workout intensity and duration. Did you believe this hydration myth? Be honest in the comments. You won't believe how many people still think squinting causes blindness. Millions of Americans squint regularly, especially when tired or trying to focus. But the American Academy of Ophthalmology confirms squinting does not weaken eye muscles. In fact, squinting actually helps temporarily focus light by narrowing the eye's aperture. It's your body's natural way of improving vision clarity. It's not harming your eyes at all. So next time you squint, just know it's your eyes doing their job, not making them worse. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Everyone says your phone steals your sleep. They are wrong. The myth started because blue light from screens can suppress melatonin, but only in bright, direct exposure. A 2019 study found that blue light exposure can delay melatonin release by up to 90 minutes. Keeping your phone in the bedroom may affect sleep quality, but there is no evidence it cuts melatonin production in half. Putting your phone in another room may improve sleep quality, but there is no direct comparison to the effects of cutting alcohol. So what's the real fix? Charge your phone in another room and read a book instead. Did you believe the phone steals your sleep? Be honest in the comments. You've probably heard it, chewing gum boosts your brain power. But here's the truth, it doesn't. This myth started in the 1990s, when a small study claimed gum improved memory, but it was never replicated. A 2011 study from the British Psychological Society suggested that chewing gum could extend focus for longer concentration times. In fact, some people experienced a 10% increase in performance, and up to 20% experienced stomach discomfort. The real reason it feels like it helps. Just the burst of flavor and the motion, not your brain getting smarter. What actually boosts your brain? A brisk walk, a glass of water, or a few deep breaths, all backed by science. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Everyone says drinking cold water boosts your metabolism. They are wrong. This myth started from a misunderstanding. People thought your body burns more calories warming up cold water. But studies from the National Institutes of Health suggest cold water may have a small effect on metabolism. Drinking 24 ounces of cold water may burn about 10 to 20 calories. Here's the real surprise: chewing food may burn a small number of calories per meal, giving your metabolism a bigger boost. So whether it's warm or cold, water won't be your metabolism's secret weapon, but eating slowly might. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. You've heard it before, drink more water to boost your metabolism. But here's the truth, it doesn't work like that. The myth started with a 2003 study claiming drinking 24 ounces of water could temporarily increase metabolism by 7%. But here's the catch: that boost lasts for about an hour to 90 minutes and fades quickly. According to the National Institutes of Health, simply drinking more water without changing diet or exercise may not lead to significant weight loss. Your metabolism is actually more influenced by muscle mass and physical activity than how much water you drink. And here's a bonus fact: drinking water after a workout helps with recovery, but it won't burn fat on its own. Did you believe this water myth? Be honest in the comments. You've probably heard that losing weight slows your metabolism, but by how much? For years, people believed that even a small weight loss would drastically slow your metabolism, making it impossible to keep the weight off. But the National Institutes of Health says that's not true. A 50-pound weight loss only reduces metabolism by about 10%. Your body burns about 200 fewer calories a day for every 10 pounds you lose, not enough to explain most weight regain. Even after losing 30 pounds, your metabolism only slows by about 6%, not nearly enough to stop your progress. So what's the real secret? Focus on long-term habits, not short-term fixes. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Everyone says sitting up straight will save your back. They are wrong. This myth started in the 1950s, when posture was linked to confidence and good form in school books. But a 2017 study in the European Spine Journal found no connection between posture and chronic back pain. Over 20 million Americans still suffer from back pain, despite being told to sit up straight. Here's the twist: slouching in a chair with good lumbar support can reduce spinal pressure by 30%. The real problem isn't your posture, it's sitting still for more than 90 minutes straight. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Everyone says 8 hours of sleep is enough. They are wrong. The 8-hour myth started in the 1920s, when factory workers needed predictable rest schedules. There is no clear evidence that only 20% of people actually benefit from 8 hours of sleep. Sleep needs vary widely among individuals. Deep sleep typically accounts for about 13 to 23% of total sleep time, which for a 7 to 9 hour sleep period translates to roughly 60 to 140 minutes per night. Waking up during light sleep can leave you groggy for up to 30 minutes. That's why you feel tired after a full night's sleep. Quality rest depends on full sleep cycles. Most adults need 4 to 6 of them, with 5 cycles, 7.5 hours, being optimal for most people. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Everyone says standing is better than sitting. They are wrong. The myth started when studies linked sitting to heart disease, but they didn't consider standing's risks. Sitting for 9 hours a day is associated with increased heart disease risk, but specific percentages are not cited, as exactly 20% by the American Heart Association. But standing for 6 hours straight can raise blood pressure by 10 points, per a 2022 study in the Journal of Physical Activity and Health. The real solution? Move. Alternating between sitting and standing every 30 minutes lowers fatigue by 35%. Neither sitting nor standing is better. Movement is the key to better posture and health. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Everyone says you can't swim after eating, or you'll get cramps. They are wrong. This myth started in the 1920s, when doctors thought digestion would divert blood from muscles, causing cramps. But the American College of Sports Medicine found no evidence that food causes cramps in water. The real culprits: dehydration and electrolyte imbalances, not what you ate. In fact, a small snack 30 minutes before swimming can help stabilize your blood sugar and energy. Swimming after a light meal may even reduce cramp risk by preventing energy crashes mid-swim. Did you believe this myth? Be honest in the comments. Did you know spending $20 a day on posture gadgets is a waste? The myth started when companies promised instant fixes for slouching, but science tells a different story. Research suggests that many posture issues can improve with simple exercises, not gadgets. Gentle stretching can help relieve back pain, but specific claims about a 30% reduction in 10 minutes are not supported by the evidence. Posture correctors may offer benefits similar to or different from foam rollers, depending on individual needs. Standing with your back against a wall can help improve posture, but holding for 30 seconds 5 times a day is not the only recommended method. Did you waste money on posture gadgets? Be honest in the comments.